Rolling out the opening in the eyes of don't
All right, we're here at the 2K headquarters, and the dev team is working feverishly to get 2K24 out the door for all of you. And one big step in that process is actually happening inside right now. And today to talk about that, I'm joined by gameplay director Mike Wing. Mike, welcome back to 2K TV.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chris. Good to be here.
So I noticed we have some community members in there playing the game, giving feedback to you. What's it like for the development side to get direct feedback on the game early before launch?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like,
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced.
Welcome to the stream, nigga, that boy, Mr. 40 himself.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much.
You see Breeze fresh over the USA lows.
For those who would tell players to shut up. Up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Chamberlain is out there with Stojakovic. Then it's Miller, and it's Fredette in at the two-guard position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Hardaway. Steven Jackson is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Michael Jordan. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially
Starbury versus Penny.
No real
Wilt versus Wemby.
order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Jordan versus Reggie.
Outside Jackson. Back to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Lets a floater go. He can't hit that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Miller kicks to Chamberlain. The 10-footer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And the Pelicans with the possession. To the paint. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Pelicans. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Fredette. Jacks up a three. And he's good on the three ball.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one. Sending it right over the top to the shooter.
With some arc. Chamberlain with the block. Pass to Fredette. Kicks to Stojakovic. Fires the three. Barnes grabs the miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Hardaway finds Jordan. Now here's Jackson. Outside Hardaway. Back to Jackson. Over Miller. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now Stojakovic. Covered by Barnes. Stojakovic, the pass to Fredette. Here's Marbury. Guarded by Hardaway. Nice move. Chamberlain. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jackson against Miller. The pass to Jordan. Pocket 4. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Here's Marbury. Miller outside. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for New Orleans. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
And here's Miller outside, nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jordan outside. Here's Jackson. Barnes trying to free himself up. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Fredette can't hit. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hardaway for 3. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Jordan down low. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Pelicans making a change. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right, and just not playing their best.
Pelicans making a switch here. So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 1. Here's Marbury, covered by Robertson. Here's Fredette, up and in on the layup. Fredette's got 5 points so far. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Here's Marbury. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The putback, Bradshaw. It's good on the putback.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here is Stojakovic. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Miller, no luck.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Robertson passes to County. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Into the lane.
And Marbury is a point guard that can really get hub. This guy loves to finish with power.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Passes to County. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Robertson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reeves. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Marbury. And they recover it. Miller kicks to Stojakovic. Out to Miller. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Chamberlain. Off with the layup.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Into the lineup for the Spurs,
Oh, yeah. Abdul Rauf covering. Here's Bosch. Makes it off the glass. And now a 10-point New Orleans lead.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pelicans ahead as they end the first quarter on a 20-7 run. And will return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So with Bosch on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Hardaway is out there with Jordan. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Steven Jackson. Whiteside.
Once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
6 to shoot. Pass to Hardaway. From deep. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Now that's Smith's go-to shot. Well, come to think of it, any shot is JR's go-to shot.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Abdul Rauf against Hardaway. Jordan outside. And Jordan slams it in.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Abdul Rauf against Hardaway, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some style.
Hardaway passes to Jackson.
Hey, y'all live?
New Orleans moving the ball around. Jordan looking it over. With the floater, and Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Spurs trail by 5. Stojakovic with the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
3 points.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys, but Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
Now Harrington's checked in for the Spurs. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Hardaway against Abdul Rauf. Steven Jackson on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
So how about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Pass to Duarte. And the pass to Abdul Rauf. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Harrington. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 5. Nobody near Barnes. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Number 1 at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Fredette, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. That one misses. Spurs trail by 6. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Whiteside. It's tipped, and they get it back. That one falls. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jordan outside. Jackson from long range. Goes back up, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Duarte shot good. Now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside Jackson. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
That gives them the lead. Whiteside's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Here's Hardaway. Sweet little floater. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And stolen by Jordan. On the wing, Hardaway. Lobs it up for Jordan, and Jordan throws it down.
And you know how that play is going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Fredette kicks to Harrington. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Jordan. Outside Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left here in the second. A rebound by the Spurs. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Duarte, guarded by Jackson. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Great energy on the deflection. Good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Chris Bosh is checked in for Jackson. And it's Robertson in for Hardaway. San Antonio calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Whiteside. And Miller's subbed in for Duarte. For 3 points, Harrington. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Oh, a master from the mid-range. Bosh, fantastic at getting his shot off from there.
Here's Marbury, guarded by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the shot goes down. Bosh has got 6. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Marbury. Pass to Fredette. They need this. Cranes the 3-pointer. He's got 8.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Reeves. A rebound by the Spurs. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Miller, and stolen by Jordan. .32 seconds left in the first half. Bosch trying to free himself up. Off target from the baseline. Miller inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the door.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Robertson outside. The pass to Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Oh, nice explosion to the basket by Bosch, who wastes no time in throwing that one down.
1 second left. Marbury, good. Marbury's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
So that'll be it for the first.
Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. New Orleans had no problems getting going. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Things got dicey in the second quarter as the tables turned, but they still had enough left in the tank to finish the half up by 3. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chris Bosch really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Stojakovic is out there with Chamberlain. And it's Miller, and it's Marbury in at the point guard position.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Jackson against Miller. Barnes down low. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, and the length of Stojakovic causes problems for the defense. He's excellent at forcing the issues and getting you to foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Passes it to Jackson. No good on the 3. And San Antonio shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Miller dishes to Chamberlain. Here's Marbury. Goodbye Hardaway. Marbury, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive.
Wow. And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
Marbury passes to Stojakovic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Chamberlain with the stop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pelicans trail by 3. Hardaway passes to Jackson. Barnes dishes to Jordan. Over Fredette. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Michael Jordan, shooting 1.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance. Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Guarded by Chamberlain. And Marbury pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Down low and stolen by Barnes. And he makes good on the layup. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here is Chamberlain. He has 6. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Chamberlain got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
San Antonio making a switch here. Smith has checked in.
Cheer for your Pelicans.
Barnes finds Jackson. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Barnes. Collier covered by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
To the left wing, Chamberlain with it. Running now by Barnes. Shots good by Stojakovic.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Hardaway passes to Cowder. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Barnes. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists now tonight.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
And he gets the bucket. Miller's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Chris Bosh is checked in for New Orleans. He kicks to Hardaway. And there's the call on Bosh. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio leading by 5.
Substitution on the court.
Now the pass to Miller. Pass to Chamberlain. Pass to Stojakovic. Just 3 to shoot. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
If J.R. Smith is comfortable taking any shot, much less one with the shot clock winding down.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 minutes.
The pass to Bradshaw. Shoots over Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Smith, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
Out to Miller. Fires from deep. That shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Robertson against Abdul Rauf. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Miller's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Back to Robertson. Jordan against Smith. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Abdul Rauf against Robertson. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Smith's got 7 points.
JR may be leaking out just a little bit, but has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
Here's Bosch. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Let's fight through it, okay? We got to screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hard. See how they're playing.
And the coach wants some energy here.
I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it more, point blank. And Coach Lue is trying to up his squads aggressively.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Jordan is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Scotty Barnes. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
At the line for New Orleans, Chris Bosh. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And with Bosch, he's got so many tools he can beat you with, so adept at the mid-range shot, and he feels right at home at the free throw line.
No luck that time either.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
The shot by Abdul Rauf is no good. And here's Bosch bringing it up for New Orleans. 6-point game. And Whiteside sends it back. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Harrington. Barnes passes to Bosch. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Bosch has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Steven Jackson's checked in for Chris Bosch.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans.
Smith drives in. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Spurs leading by 4. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
Well, Smith's getting physical down there on the block, playing some bully ball down there low.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Duarte. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. He's checked in for San Antonio. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Wonderful use of the pick and roll, especially by Whiteside, slashing right to the bucket and getting that one to go.
Hardaway passes to Jackson. Barnes kicks to Jackson. Out to Hardaway. 17-foot shot on the way. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Hardaway against Abdul Rauf. Hardaway with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Puts it up from 17. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Now it's just a 3-point Spurs lead. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Here's Fredette for three. Here's Duarte. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. One-on-one fast break. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Steven Jackson.
He wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For New Orleans, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Abdul-Rauf against Hardaway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
One of the most accurate free throw shooters we've ever come across. Abdul-Rauf, not a guy you want to foul.
And the Spurs with some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Whiteside. Stojakovic comes in for Al Harrington. And Miller's subbed in for Duarte. Hardaway passes to Jordan. Pass to Jackson. Barnes trying to free himself up. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down. To 1 on the bucket from Steven Jackson.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
Hardaway, no good. San Antonio leading. Fredette with it. Kicks it to Stojakovic. It's Miller on the wing. 5 on the clock. Back to Stojakovic. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Jordan. Jumps up and then slammed in by Jordan.
Putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Marbury passes to Stojakovic.
Chris Bosh.
Passes it to Marbury. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hardaway. Jordan outside. And they double up Jordan. There's Jackson with the 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that one, good. And the Spurs lead by 1. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Hardaway with a wide open look. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down home.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Hardaway for 3.
A sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Stojakovic kicks to Miller. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. Pocket 6. Dishes it to Chamberlain. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Bosch, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 3. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Marbury. He's defended by Jordan. There's Miller with the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
$19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes!
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for the Spurs.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have bucked at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.